Hello, welcome back. If you are a regular, you should know Zion. If you're new here, this is my son Zion. He's 6 years old, extremely intelligent, and super sweet. I usually make videos about his hair, usually when he's in the mood. I don't like to just make him make videos. Usually he is in the mood, but I don't do them often. A lot of you guys request videos with Zion, and I try to keep it I try to keep it moderate, just so he's not always making videos whenever I wash his hair. Sometimes it's just we wash his hair and he goes. But today I'm going to be sharing a style that I love to do in his hair. He is going to be going back to school from winter break, and he's going to be going back with this style. His go-to style, however, is two-strand twists, but he said he would like some braids on this particular day. So I'm going to show you guys how I do his hair, and I try to keep it super quick because he doesn't like to sit down too long, and he likes the fact that doing his hair is not like a super grueling task, and I like to keep it that way. So this is what I do to keep it very minimal, very fast. So his hair is freshly washed, but in this bottle I have moisturizer and just water. That's what I'm spraying on his scalp right now. He doesn't like water, any type of water around his face, ears. He has sensory issues, but we work through them. So basically, I retwist his hair using the loop method. I do not use a comb on his hair at all. Parts being neat is not something that's important to me, as I've mentioned in my previous videos. It's just about the hair being healthy, and in this case, my son being comfortable. So with the loop method, I just use my fingers to twist the lock, and any little frizz that is outside of the lock, I just wrap around the lock itself. And I allow that tension to just coil the lock on the root and scalp. And that is it. But I basically map out how I'm going to do his hair. If I'm going to do braids, I map out that section that's going to be for that one braid. And I retwist using the loop method for that section only at that time. And I typically don't have to really separate his locks because his hair does really good about not really marrying the locks. But it's been 2 months, I believe, since I have retwisted his hair. So he has some locks that try to go into some hairs that try to go into other locks. So I'm just gently pulling them out. I'm not ripping any hair. I'm just gently pulling them out. And that's why I spray the moisturizer before I start retwisting, because it helps and it glides. The hair just glides easily. Alright, so now I'm just going to do like a lock wrap braid. People call it different things. I guess lock wrap makes more sense because you're wrapping locks around each other. So I just take two braids, one in front, one behind. I twist them like I'm going to do a two-strand twist. Pull one from the top, pull one from the bottom. And I continue to do that all the way down as you see here. And I'm keeping my finger right behind those locks to just give myself a safeguard that I'm not doing it too tight, because I regularly do not do hair tight at all, but he is a child and he is very sensitive. So I do that just as a precaution to make sure I check myself, and I'm not gonna do his hair tight regardless if I'm just not paying attention. I'm just in the heat of the moment and I'm just doing hair and I'm not really paying attention to how tight I'm doing it. My finger is there, so whenever I let that finger go or I move my finger, his hair goes into place, but very loosely. I'm just going to tuck that lock in, and after I'm done with all the braids, I'm going to go back in with rubber bands to secure that area. And that's it. I'm going to move on to the next section, part it out with my fingers to see what the next section of braids is going to be. Now this style, you may or may not have noticed that the style on the thumbnail has 5 braids while I'm going to do 4 braids in this video. It is because that picture was taken when I did this style previously. I'm redoing the style and I'm gonna show it, but it's the same method. I just did 5 braids that time, and this time I'm doing 4 braids. So once again, I'm retwisting using the loop method, and I am gently separating the little hairs around each section of lock that attempted to migrate to another lock. I'm just showing you guys here his new growth and how his hair looks after not retwisting or not doing any type of grooming for 2 months. Of course, he gets his every 2-week wash, but we didn't groom or retwist or separate anything for 2 months. If you're new to Zion's journey, you can check out all the videos detailing his journey. I have his journey from the very beginning to the end on this channel in several videos. The latest video has just me updating on his hair and his growth for 2 years, but you can go all the way back to the first day his locks were installed. All of that is in this, all of that is on this channel. And once again, as I mentioned before, he's 6 years old, so he can actually articulate and say, I don't want my hair done today. Or he can say, I want this done to my hair today. Or he can say, I want a style, or I don't want to wash today. And I respect all of that because he is his own person. Although I'm his mother and I do his hair, I don't force him to do anything he doesn't want to do. That includes filming. Alright, and this is the finished product of his 4 braids. Like I said, usually it's 5 because it's less bulky when it's 5. The more braids, the less bulky it is. Sometimes I give him 6, sometimes 5, sometimes 4. But this style is definitely one of our go-tos for back to school, for if he's going somewhere. It doesn't matter. It's just a really quick thing to do, and he loves it. And this is his. Also subscribe to our vlog channel to see more of Zion and his brothers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.